Here are 3 players that I want Gillingham to sign this summer transfer window. So here's what we've got as a squad at the moment. Obviously Clark, Ewan Williams and Dak have all signed, and Connor Masterson possibly. Either way, that means I think Gillingham need a goalkeeper, a centre-half, a left-back, a left-footed left winger or a left midfielder, because I think Aaron Rowe is most likely going to be playing more centrally next season, another centre-mid and a striker. Let me give you 3 players who I think could fit into those positions. Starting with left-back and centre-half, we do need backup for Clark and we need backup for Ogie. I believe that could come from Accrington Stanley's Ben Ward. He's a 21-year-old, strong left-footed defender, good on the ball, and actually scored against Gillingham at the end of last season. He put in some really solid performances for Accrington when they were struggling towards the end of the season. He's from the south and started his career out at Hastings United, so potentially relocating closer to Gillingham would be a good move. I think he's the perfect backup and gives balance to our defence on the left-hand side, and will be a great investment for the next 3-4 seasons. Gillingham do have an array of central midfielders, but I have worried for a few seasons now that we don't have as much athleticism in the middle as I would like. I'd like a player who could carry the ball up the pitch, a sort of number 6. For me, that could be found from Tyrese Forner. He's just been released from Derby, having spent last season on loan at Salford, and he was very, very impressive there. As I've said, I think Gillingham need a number 6. He fits the bill. He's strong, athletic, energetic, and I personally think he's low risk. He knows League 2 well. Whether or not he would relocate down south remains to be seen. However, I think this would be a brilliant signing for the Gills. And lastly, Gillingham desperately need another striker. As I've said previously, I do think that Elliot Nevitt and Bode will score more goals next season. But Gillingham do need a player who could score 20 plus goals. Let me give you a really unrealistic target for Gills. I'm a dreamer. York City's Ollie Pearce. Look, I understand this is realistically out of Gillingham's budget. I've seen Huddersfield have been linked with him for £250,000. But he's a prolific, proven goal scorer. 31 goals in the National League last season. Could certainly score just as many in League 2 because the gap isn't as big as people think. And he's from the south, similar to Ben Ward. Maybe he wants to relocate. Or maybe I'm just deluded. So there you have it. There's my 3 players that I think Gillingham should sign. And I think the top 2 are very realistic targets. Up the Gills.